These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Butterfly article quote, Iraq is moving to prepare special documents for joining the WTO. The importance of Iraq's accession to the organization as it deserves to be part of the international trade, industrial, and economic community, especially since its accession will be part of this international community and can organize its economic and commercial policies, including trade exchange in accordance with international laws that serve it with all concerned parties dealing with it in the future, unquote. Native from the Mideast says, I got great news for you guys this morning. I received a call around 3 o'clock this morning from my dad. He sent me this news, but it's in Arabic. The good news is it is happening. How much? I don't know yet. You should know this week how much. They said they're putting it back. I hope not 1,200. I think it's going to happen this week. You'll see the news later on coming, just saying one guy at the CBI calling all the investors to come back to Iraq and invest in Iraq because good news, they're going to put back the dinar. Tivon article quote, the government is discussing the dollar exchange rate and plans to convert 4 ministries to self-financing, unquote. Tivon says they will by default increase oil revenues once they return the price of the USD, especially the French oil deal with Total, who had signed off on 40% cut of that revenue with the 4 projects in the development. 1-to-1 will definitely move numbers for everyone involved in Iraq's private sector. We are entering the final phase, and you can tell they have been sitting on this information and couldn't wait to share. Caparoni says a very good article came out tonight by an advisor to the Prime Minister. He says there is economic vision to restoring the exchange rate of the dinar, not by decision, but by real economic reforms, increasing investments in the country. This article confirms what I've been saying. It's always good to hear from our officials in Iraq. Having exchange rate rise based on real reforms and non-oil revenues is how monetary policy should work. It goes against the idea also of a currency exchange lop. Mark Zevi and PDK agree with Nader. Things are really heating up. When you see Nader excited, I believe there is something to be excited about. Last week I was hearing to look midweek this week. This is exactly what is expected. The rumors are they are hoping for a new rate Wednesday or possibly Saturday in Iraq in the Gazette. Remember, it's all rumors until we have money in our pockets. Samson article quote, 300,000 barrels per day. Iraq is the 4th largest oil exporter to America, unquote. Pimpy says they need to form a government. Right now there's a lot of infighting happening. Any hopes of the coordinated framework being able to form any possible government have to include Al-Kazimi as prime minister and not allow Maliki in any part of it. Because if they do, and I can promise you, if there's a huge uprising, this is going to last months. It's going to affect the economy. It's going to affect the security of the country. There's going to be a lot of problems. All this is going to do is delay any possibilities of increasing the rate of the Iraqi dinar. Right, Militiaman says when there is a need to nullify contracts, fixing contracts, adjusting daily wages, and supporting the ration cards, it suggests they have a change coming or they wouldn't need to nullify or adjust anything. The likelihood that there is big changes coming on many fronts is quite clear. Frank 26 article quote, Al-Kazimi's advisor, Iraq will open 3 files at the Saudi summit, unquote. Frank 26 says of the 3, the first one was priority for the GOI in Kazimi, the exchange rate of their currency. All right, Mark Zevi of PDK had an interesting conversation with an Iraqi source this afternoon. They said they are using local currency options in order to pull as much dinar off the streets as possible. Their foreign reserves have a lot of US dollars in them. They also have other currencies from around the region in their foreign currency reserves. So instead of using dinar in their currency auctions, they are using those and letting people turn in their dinar for them. People are getting a better than normal exchange rate for them. This is their attempt to pull in as much dinar as possible before that RV trigger is pulled. When will that trigger be pulled? I don't know, but there are a lot of rumors for Wednesday. A fair number of rumors for Saturday, lots of rumors for very, very soon. None of us are going to know the exact day and time. All right, Tivon says we are pushing through with continuous progress. I love where we're at. It's a beautiful thing. I tell you, what Al-Kazimi pulled off is astonishing. And lastly, Mark Z via PDK article quote, the government is discussing the dollar exchange rate and plans to convert 4 ministries to self-financing, unquote. Mark Z says, so with this on top of what Guru Nader is saying, that the RV is happening, this is the chatter on the streets of Iraq. We are crazy close.